My name is Kevin Lopez.
Name's Pedro Martinez.
My name is Brian Lopez.
I live in Linwood, California.
I'm from Los Angeles, California, South Central.
I am from Los Angeles, California, South Central.
Born and raised.
I'm currently a bum collecting money from the government.
Well, unemployed right now, but I work at the Staples Center.
I'm unemployed due to the pandemic, but as of now, I am co-host of the YouTube show Comete Algo.
When this is in your mouth, think of us. Being fat. I mean, who doesn't love food, right? So seeing all, especially in social media, following all these food pages, you see the great food and whatnot. So, I mean, of course, just wanted to try it all, and then quarantine just gave us the push, like, go ahead and do it. You have all the time now.
It was just something that we would be doing on our spare time. We're just actually documenting it now. So going from Pedro was the beginning inspiration of it. I got to give him credit for that. And pretty much from there, he just kept telling me, like, we should make a show. And once the pandemic started, it gave us a lot more time. So when the pandemic started, we decided to start the show, and here we are.
I met Kevin at work. They paired us up and we hit it off. Like, at first it was just a work thing, but then we actually, again, the food topic, really, food and sports, we really clicked, and it's like, hey, let's go try this spot. Eventually that led to us being on camera.
I met Pedro at Staples Center, so they decided to put me in his spot one day. They had me cover 3 of the biggest sections in the arena, pretty much by myself. And during an intermission, while I'm pretty sure he saw me from afar, just struggling as a newbie, he just came over and just started having a conversation with me. From there on, they started pairing us more. We started talking even more, and then we noticed that, like, we started relating to a lot of things: sports, being fat asses, and just overall, like, knowledge of, like, different stuff. Like, we both played college ball. We both came from, like, a similar background, stuff like that.
I am Kevin's brother, so I knew him since when I was born. And Pedro, I known him before I even got to Staples Center, because Kevin would always hang around with them, and they would always go eat, and he would tell me about you guys when you guys would go. And then I met him when I got to Staples Center, and I think we got paired up once when it was March Madness, and after that we just continued talking.
The struggle is finding what to eat, because I mean, we could prepare a little better, but usually the day before we film is where we deliberate what we want to eat and the variety, because we have like 20 different taco spots, but we don't want to eat that every week, so we gotta try to put them as far as away from each other if we can. And the easiest part is the eating. Come on now. Once we got everything set up, once we have the food in front of us and all this, just like, all right, taste the food.
Struggles? I mean, dealing with side noises. I mean, I know in some videos, some people notice that we have airplanes in the background. Some people, you hear sirens. Sometimes the wind is too strong. Stuff like that. Neighbors playing music. We just have to deal with a lot of side stuff, and that's just some of the stuff that people don't know. And then the time and dedication to actually edit. Like, I noticed firsthand that it takes a good amount of time to edit, especially the way that you would want it. You got to spend a lot of your own time in order for it to come out how you want it. The easy stuff, eating, man. Like, just going to all these places and trying out new plates. That's the easy part. The harder part is just the production of it, and just the behind the scenes. That's pretty much the more difficult part.
Well, the cameraman is probably the easiest part of the whole thing. All I do is press one button and tell them when to stop, when the planes are passing by, when the wind is passing by, or when somebody's going into the set, just tell them to pause. What are some things I do? I set up the table and chairs before they get here because they go get the food.
I mean, I certainly hope we have a future. Hopefully it turns into something bigger than this. You know, maybe rest in peace Anthony Bourdain, but do something like that, you know, where we go across the globe and try different foods. And yeah, that'd be like a dream job.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, I don't see why we would put in all this work. We're almost a year in, and why we wouldn't think there would be a future. I think me and him have similar goals where, I mean, we would want to see how far this thing can go. I mean, we're both putting in the work, and we're trying to see if we'll get anybody to notice us. And I mean, from the 3 quarters, I guess you could say, of a year, I would say it's exceeded a lot of expectations. We didn't think we would have this many viewers and this much support from so many different people. So shout out to everybody out there.
Some goals are hopefully at a point to get a plaque from YouTube or get recognized by somebody big.
Yeah, keep it up. As much as you know, I am the talent and I carry the show, Comete Algo really wouldn't be anything without Kevin, because he's the one that edits it and like put all those social media stuff in a lot. So again, I could stand up for camera and do it, but I'm not the one, you know, editing and making it look presentable. So keep it up, bro.
Pedro, thanks for, I mean, pretty much inspiring the show, because right now, without this, I don't know how the pandemic would have went, pretty much, because I wouldn't have known what to do. I would have probably been doing something else that's not as productive. So shout out to Pedro for inspiring the show. Keep being you. You're the comedic part of this why so many people love this show, and that's just a nod to him for bringing all that creativity that comes out of his brain. And let's see how far we can take this. Shout out to all the Comete Algo viewers. Honestly, without you guys, none of this would be possible. Honestly, the amount of people that just share us week to week, that comment on our videos, some people that show the show during their own personal content time. Like, shout out to the Twitch streamers. Shout out to other people that share it. I mean, we don't expect much from anybody, so the fact that we're getting this much support, it's a nod to everybody that views us.
Thank you for watching us, and hopefully we can go onto something bigger and better, and hopefully you guys stay for the long run.
Jeez, I want to say stay fat, but that sounds wrong. But you know, hopefully you enjoy your content. Expand your food, you know, horizons. Never say no to food. You know, you never know until you try it. It may look bad, or like papaya, it may smell wrong, but it's pretty good. So just keep an open mind when it comes to food.
Comete Algo? Well, I have a couple things I like about the show. To begin with, I love the versatility in food. So I love how they like go to different spots and like rate it. So that way, when I'm with my girl, I know where the fuck to go instead of just like having to guess different spots. Like, cause we be going to Cane's and it should be getting like annoying. But like the spot with the video what they did with House, or with the video that they did with Scotty, those were really good places. So I mean, that alone, and plus also doing like the other food places. Like, although I'm not a fan of pizza, my girl does like pizza, so she saw the recent show they did, and she liked it, so we want to go try. She liked what she saw, so she want to go try it. Another thing is that their arguments, well, not arguments, the debates, more like it. Their debates, like on one of my favorite ones, like the sports ones, when they talk about like sports, like football, basketball, those baseball ones. The ones when they rate movies, like the Injustice movies, the King Kong vs. Godzilla movies, those movies are really cool. You know, I gave them my own ratings, and I saw how they rated them, and you know, I agree, but I disagree. One rating I'm pretty sure they're gonna talk about is the new Mortal Kombat movie. that I'm waiting to see for that debate. So all those things are pretty cool. And then ending it off, Pedro's thoughts. Pedro's thoughts is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. His little like fuckboy theme, that's just pretty funny. Yeah.
What I actually love about Comete Algo is that it gives you a different variety of different foods that both gentlemen that I know from LA. So honestly, it just gives me myself a different perspective on different kind of foods that they've tried. And honestly, I just love the fact that I can still find multiple different restaurants. And then not only because of that, it just gives me different options.
Well, mainly because of food. I love watching like foods, like ASMR, like meal challenges, all that. I really like dig that. Like I said, fat ass. You know, I love food.
So, yeah, you are a fat ass and kind of indulge in food. So obviously, I mean, for me, I could say like Comete Algo was like, you know, like majority of the time I'm on a freaking diet, man, and I cheat in my meals watching them in reality.
Yeah, we try to stick to diet mainly, right? But
we
most of the time with the cheat meal, like yesterday, because you know she's a big freak about BTS or whatnot, and she really was dying for the meal. So yeah, we had to indulge a bit.
We've gone to places they've like recommended on the video as cheat day meals, so it's like, bring it on. You guys are like the Yelp. Like, what can I eat today? Like, go on YouTube and click.
Kevin and Pedro. Well, I've known them for a bit of time. I haven't known them for so long, you know, like a couple other people have known them. Kevin, he's pretty cool, you know, he's a straight up guy. You know, I've asked him a couple questions, like, you know, straight up, and, you know, he's giving me the straight answer. He doesn't, like, go to, like, he doesn't lean towards anyone. So he gives you a straight answer. You know, he's someone you can always just talk to. Besides that, he's really good at, he knows his shit about sports. So that's why I always hand my hat off to him, because his knowledge of sports is fucking dope. So that's why I always like talking about him with sports. And then Pedro, he's just a fucking idiot, like, honestly. Pedro's cool or not, he's cool, like, don't get me wrong, Pedro's cool, but he's an idiot. And I hate how they compare me to him, like, I'm his mini-me. That's just funny. But yeah, I remember at work they used to be like, oh, you look like Pedro, you look like mini-me Pedro. I was like, man. But overall, it's pretty cool. Like, Pedro, overall, he's a dope person. I know he's helped me out with a couple things. I asked him a couple questions, not too recently. I asked him a couple questions. He gave me a straight answer. He's helped me out with a couple things. So ultimately, they're really cool guys. Like, if you ever get to meet them in person, honestly, straight up guys. Like, they'll give you honest answers. They're straight up, and they're pretty tall. So I'm short, but they're pretty taller than me.
Man, Kevin and Pedro, Jesus, man, me and them go way back from Staples, and honestly, both of them are two different people. You can tell which one is the head honcho and which one is the side piece, aka Pedro. But not two different people. Honestly, both of them have always been super cool people, and honestly, I just honestly love everything about them. Honestly, from a friend's perspective, even from them supporting them on their YouTube channel, honestly, I'm glad that they're able to do it, honestly.
Something I can say about them is that they're funny and they like trying new things, and they're fun to hang out with.
Well, Kevin Pedro. Kevin, he was a really nice guy when I first met him, right? The UFC fight was his place. Really hospitable guy, super nice. Knows how to throw it down on the grill. Yeah, and Pedro was really funny, pretty open, super sarcastic guy, really jokester, you know.
Those are like majority of your friends too, so
yeah.
That's what
I
I
say, yeah. Yeah, reminded me of my friends, yeah. My friends like that, a lot of clowns, really. Oh, yeah.
Well, for me, it's like they're my brothers from another mother, and it's like seeing two of my closest friends, you know, making a YouTube channel, and it's like, how can you not support? Because they're like family to me. So that's one thing I can say. And then Pedro with his little comments, and you already freaking know, and it's like a joke anyone can freaking laugh to, and it's like sometimes he's just being brutally honest, and it's like, how can you not laugh at his honesty? You know, that's one thing I can say. Pedro, definitely honest man. Kevin too, they're both like really cool dudes. Mad respect for them. I know I hardly see them, but I miss them. I love them. They're my brothers for life.
Comete Algo, congrats on your 1 year, and you guys are bold for trying new things and supporting small businesses and local in LA.
Congratulations on your 1 year, Comete Algo. Congrats, you know, my hat's off to you guys. Hope you guys get better, you guys do more, you know. I know you guys had a little rough patch this like past couple weeks, like you've had a little rough patch. You know, personal reasons you guys didn't post, but I hope you guys do better, you guys grow. And I'm also to describe you guys in one word, amazing.
Thank you and congratulations, Comete Algo. You're awesome.
Thank you. Congratulations on your 1 year, Comete Algo. You're awesome.
What the hell is this?
Yeah.
There's no bloopers? When I get back,
Hey. Probably everybody that's coming out right now.